into maxima and minima. Now what is maxima minima? Just try to understand that. मैं अगोदर ग्राफिकली मॅक्सिमा मिनिमाचा अर्थ काय होतो ते सांगतो. सो इफ यू ड्रॉ द ग्राफ ऑफ सम फंक्शन, हे असं काहीतरी काढला, हा ग्राफ आहे समजा एखाद्या फंक्शनचा. सो इन दिस फंक्शन यू कॅन सी दॅट या फंक्शनची, पण याला मी थोडा डेप्थमध्ये नेतो. इन दिस फंक्शन यू कॅन सी ॲट दिस पॉइंट द फंक्शन, हा एका फंक्शनचा ग्राफ आहे. दिस इज द फंक्शन एपिक्स. या फंक्शनचा ग्राफ या ठिकाणी मॅक्सिमम आणि ह्या पर्टिक्युलर ठिकाणी इट इज गोइंग टू द लोएस्ट. या इंटरवलमध्ये जर आपण चेक केलं, समजा ए टू बी, हा आपल्याला असा इंटरवल दिला. इथं मी थोडं याला मॉडिफाय करतो. सो दिस व्हॉट इज बी हिअर. सो आपल्याला या इंटरवलमध्ये चेक करायचं आहे. सो इन दिस इंटरवल यू कॅन सी या फंक्शनची मॅक्सिमम व्हॅल्यू इथं आहे. दिस इज द मॅक्सिमम व्हॅल्यू. आणि या ठिकाणी द व्हॅल्यू इज व्हॉट मिनिमम, मॅक्स अँड मिनिमम. फाईन. नाउ दिस व्हॉट इज मिनिमम अँड दिस व्हॉट इज मॅक्सिमम. सो जेव्हा आपण एखाद्या फंक्शनचा मॅक्सिमा आणि मिनिमा काढतो, व्हॉट वी ट्राय टू डू, वी ट्राय टू फाइंड आउट इट्स पॉइंट. वी ट्राय टू फाइंड द पॉइंट. This is the point C, and I'll say this is another point, say C1 and C2. So we try to find out the points in the given interval where the value of that function is minimum and where it is maximum. आणि जर आपल्याला मॅक्सिमम व्हॅल्यू विचारली असेल त्या फंक्शनची, जर आपल्याला फंक्शन माहिती असेल एपिक्स, तर ही C2 याच्यात टाकली तर आपल्याला मिळेल एफ ऑफ C2 म्हणजे ही व्हॅल्यू. आणि जर आपल्याला C1 पाहिजे असेल मिनिमम व्हॅल्यू, सो पुट एफ ऑफ एक्सच्या जागी C1, then you'll get this value. Fine. So this is how this particular question can be solved. So in general maxima minima चा अर्थ असा होतो, but we don't use this. कारण प्रत्येक आपल्याला हे जर पॉईंट काढायचे असतील इंटरवलमध्ये, इफ आय गिवन अ इंटरवल, समजा ए च्या जागी 1 दिला आहे आणि बी च्या जागी फक्त 3 दिला आहे, तर 1 आणि 3 च्या मध्ये इन्फायनाइटली मेनी पॉईंट्स असतात, रिअल नंबर्स. पण 1.1 आणखीन फ्रॅक्शन असतील, रॅशनल इरॅशनल सगळे असतील. So we cannot find the value at each point. So there is a method which is followed, which is related to derivatives. So we'll move into that. So let us try to understand what is the application of this particular part in derivatives. Now what is next is, मी त्याच्यात जायच्या अगोदर आणखीन एक गोष्ट सांगतो. When it comes to, suppose हे फंक्शन आहे आणि ह्या फंक्शनची व्हॅल्यू हा ए आणि हा बी आहे इथं. सो ह्या इंटरवलमध्ये हा ग्राफ जर असा असेल आणि आपल्याला इथं दिसतंय की ह्या ग्राफची ही मॅक्सिमम व्हॅल्यू इथं आहे, करेक्ट, ही पीक पॉईंट आहे. सो दिस इज व्हॉट इज मॅक्सिमम व्हॅल्यू, मॅक्स. इथून इथपर्यंत मॅक्सिमम होण्याच्या अगोदर त्या फंक्शनचा ग्राफ हा इन्क्रीजिंग असतो, वर जातोय, आणि एकदा मॅक्सिमम झाला की इट गोज ऑन डिक्रीजिंग. Fine. So you can see this is actually the point where the derivative becomes 0. इथं जी tangent आपण काढणार, this is the tangent, it is parallel to x axis. म्हणजे काय झाला, the slope must be 0. So this is a point which is critical point. आता जे आपण application केलं याच्या अगोदर, in that application what we have learned is that this function is increasing and here the function is decreasing. Fine. So it is going on increasing, henceforth it goes on decreasing, and this is the point where it attains the maxima. Fine. So before maxima it is increasing and after maxima it is decreasing. Exactly same way, जर function decreasing असेल in the given interval, fine. So if this is the point here like this, so this is the minimum value, fine. Here is the tangent. This is what is the tangent which is drawn at this point, and we know this is the minimum value of the function fx. You can see this function is decreasing. It comes to the critical point where the derivative becomes 0 and then it goes on increasing. So what I learnt here is when it comes to maxima and minima, जेव्हा peak point ला जिथं maximum value असते, before that the function is increasing, then it attains its maxima and it goes on decreasing. Whereas when it comes to decreasing function, it is decreasing, it attains its minima and it goes on increasing. Fine. So this what is there in the maxima minima. Now there are two tests here, but we are going to solve all the questions based on the double derivative test. So this test is called as double derivative test. So we'll say the function, what is the test for maxima minima? Fine, I'll write the conditions for maxima. So we'll say a function fx is said to have maxima at x is equal to a if f dash of a is equal to 0. म्हणजे काय झालं? The first derivative is 0 and fine, this is the first condition, and the second condition is f double dash of a is less than 0. Fine, the first we are into the double derivative test. So that is what is double derivative here. You can see double derivative. So a function is said to have maxima at x is equal to a if these two conditions are satisfied, and for minima a function fx is said to have minima at x is equal to a if, fine, I'll write if down here. The first condition is f dash of a is equal to 0 and f double dash of a is positive. Now what goes wrong? For maxima, try to understand this. For maxima, the first derivative must be 0. For minima also, the first derivative must be 0 at that point. But the double derivative must be negative. For maxima, the double derivative has to be negative. And for minima, the double derivative has to be positive. Fine, so this is the test. And this is what we are going to use to solve maximum questions when it comes to maxima and minima. Fine, so simple derivative test again, try to understand. Whenever a function is given, you have to identify your function first, differentiate the function, fine, equate the first derivative equal to 0, you will get a critical point. That critical point is a, fine. So at that point a, the first derivative must be 0, double derivative must be negative, and it is minima if the first derivative is 0 and the second derivative is positive. Fine, I'll explain one polynomial first and then we'll go into the actual application questions, which are the word problems. Fine. So these are little critical problems. You need to be very focused to understand the concept. So let us move into a question. The function is fine. We'll take a question of maxima minima with a polynomial. Okay, let us take this question. Question is find. So let us move into the question where we have to find out the local maxima and minimum value, maximum and minimum value for this function. So what is the test here? Now focus and try to understand what is given. The question says the function fx is equal to x cube minus 3x square and minus 24x plus 5. Fine. So what we need first is we need to find out the critical point. So differentiate with respect to x. So f dash of x is equal to 3x square minus 6x minus 24. This gives you f dash of x is equal to 3 inside the bracket x square minus 2x and minus 8. So we have to write minus 8 as product of two numbers whose addition is minus 2. So we want minus 2 here. So it is 4 and 2. So we want minus, so it is minus and plus. So product is negative, addition is negative. So this can be written as f dash of x is equal to 3. Inside there is x minus 4. Fine, I will remove this bracket and into x plus 2. Fine. If you multiply these two, you will get the same thing. Now what is next is f dash of x equal to 0 implies 3 cannot be 0. So these two product must be 0. So this gives you x minus 4 into x plus 2 must be 0. This implies x minus 4 equal to 0 or x plus 2 equal to 0. This is same as writing x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 2. So we got two critical points. Now what is next? Now what is the test for maxima minima is first we differentiate, then we find out the point at which the derivative becomes 0. So we got the points at which the derivative becomes 0. Now what we need to do next is we need to differentiate this function because our test is double derivative. So differentiate equation 1 with respect to x again. So this will give you f double dash of x. So 3 is a constant, fine, or you can take this one as equation 1. So 3 is a constant inside. We know the derivative of x square is nothing but 2x and derivative of minus 2x is nothing but minus 2. Derivative of 8 will be obviously 0. So this is the double derivative. Now what we need to check next is double derivative f dash of x at x is equal to the critical point. The critical point is 2. The critical point is minus 2, sorry. There is minus 2 here. So we'll be substitute here. This is 3 into minus 2 or 2 into minus 2 and minus 2. If you simplify this, we know this is negative, this is also negative. A negative number into 3. So this is actually 4 and 2. So 6 into this. So this is obviously negative. I'll say less than 0. So what this implies, this is the point of minima. By negative, sorry, maxima. And f double dash of x at x is equal to 4, which is the other point. This gives you 3. Inside, there is the derivative. So it is 2 into 4 minus 2. We know 2 into 4, 8, 8 minus 2 is 6. A positive quantity into 3 will be always greater than 0. Now what is our test which says the first derivative must be 0 and the double derivative is greater than 0 is the condition for minima and first derivative is less than 0 is the condition of maxima. So what this implies is x is equal to minus 2 is the point of local maxima. Find double derivative less than 0 is the point of maximum. So this is the point of maxima. Fine. And the maximum value whose maximum value is asked is of the function. So we have to put x is equal to minus 2 in the function. So f of minus 2 you can say. What is that? Is minus 2 cube. So it is minus 8. Minus 2 square is 4. 4 into minus 3 is minus 12. It is minus 2 into 24. So it is minus 48 plus 48. Negative into negative and plus 5. Fine. So check what is the answer. And x is equal to 4 is the point of local minima. Now why it is local minima? Because at x is equal to 4, the double derivative is positive. So it is positive means it is point of minima and the minimum value of the function, or you may say minimum value, just say minimum value. I'll try to reduce the length. So it is f of 4. So if we substitute x equal to 4, it is 64, 4 cube, minus 4 square is 16 into 3. So it is 48. 24 into 4. So it is 96 minus and plus 5. Fine. So after you simplify this, the value which you get is 33. And here it is 5 plus 64, that is 69, and minus these two, whatever is the answer is the minimum value. Fine, so this is the maximum value, and you get the value here will be the minimum value. That addition, subtraction you can do. So what is important here is, once again, try to understand. What is required is f dash of a must be 0 and f double dash of a must be positive. This is the condition for the function to have minima at x is equal to a. So you can see we said minima is at x is equal to 4. Now why we said, so a's role is played by 4. You can see at 4 the derivative becomes 0 and the double derivative becomes positive. So that is what is satisfied here. So this is the point of minima, and f dash of x equal to 0 and f double dash of x is less than 0 is the condition for maxima. You can see x is equal to 2, the function becomes 0, derivative becomes 0, and the double derivative is negative. So both these conditions are satisfied at x is equal to minus 2. So this is the point of maxima. So that is what we are written here, maxima at x is equal to minus 2, minima at x is equal to 4. And when you substitute these values in the function, whatever is the answer of the function, these are the corresponding local maxima and local minima. Fine, so this is how these questions can be solved. Now we'll solve the next one, a word problem. Now I'll see the problem, what I'm writing next is, this problem is there in all the board books. Fine. You open any textbook of any of the boards which is there in India, you'll see these questions repeated in all the board books. Whether it is IB, ICSE or CBSE or Maharashtra board. So let us solve the question. The question is, an open box is to be cut out of an open box is to be cut out of piece of square cardboard of side 18 centimeters by cutting off equal squares from each corner and turning up the side. Find the maximum volume of the box. Fine. What is asked in the question is, we need to find out the maximum volume of the box. Now, if you read the question, first you need to understand what is given exactly. So what is given? A square cardboard of side 18. So solution, this is suppose a square cardboard. Fine, it should look like a square. So this is a square cardboard of 18. So its side is 18. So this is 18. Obviously this will be 18. It's a square. And the next part of the question says, the box is made by cutting equal square from each corner. So from all these corners, so if I say here, fine, from each corner, this part is cut off. So this part is cut off from each corner. So this is what is cut off. And turning up the side, then this part is turned up like this. This part is turned up and the box is formed. What is asked is, we have to find out the maximum volume of that box. So if you see, this is a square, fine, I'll show it here. So this square is of side x, same is here, which is cut up, xx. Same is here also. So if we cut this square, means this part is also cut. So what is remaining inside? This total length was 18, fine, up to this. This is 18. From 18, fine, what I'll do is, it will create confusion for you. So I'll keep this part as it is. Fine, I'll draw a little smaller figure also because I need more space. Fine, this is what is cut off. We'll keep it as it is. So this is x, x, x and x, which is cut off. Fine, this total length is nothing but 18 because it's a square. Now if you cut x from here, what will be this inside length now is nothing but 18 minus 2x. X is cut from here, x is cut from here. Exactly same way, what will be this part is also 18 minus 2x because you are cutting x and x here. Now this is what is remaining, okay? This part is cut off. This part is removed. And then the box is, or this side is folded like this, fine? And then an open box is formed. So it's an open box. It is said in the question, open box. So there is no top to it. So when you prepare a box like this, what will be the height of the box is nothing but x. This is what is its length and this is what is its breadth. So we'll say, let x be the side of the square cut from each corner. Fine. So this is the x is the side of each corner. So what this implies, then the length, what is the length is 18 minus 2x. What is the breadth is also 18 minus 2x. And what is the height is nothing but x. So the box so formed, its length is 18 minus 2x, its breadth is 18 minus 2x, and its height is x. So we know a box means, this is the box. What is a box? This is an open box. What is a box is nothing but a cube, or you may say in this case a cuboid, because height is different. So what is the volume of the box? Fine, so for volume, I'll say V, because we need to consider some variables. So volume of the box be V. We know it is nothing but length into breadth into height. So this implies, what is V? We know the length now. What is the length is 18 minus 2x. The breadth is also 18 minus 2x, and the height is x. So if you want to multiply these two, better make it into a polynomial. So what is V is 18 square, 324. Fine, 18 into 2x. It is in fact 18 minus 2x, the bracket square I'll write. Fine, so that will become more easy. So into x. So it is V is equal to 324. So minus 18 into 2, 36, and into 2, 72x plus 4x square and into x. So this is how we can get the product. We can write this as V is equal to 4x square into x, it is 4x cube, or you can take 4 common from all of them. It is possible to take 4 common, so we'll take 4 common. So if you take 4 outside, what will remain inside? 81, 18x and plus x square into x. Now open it. So what is V is 4 inside x square into x, that is x cube, minus 18x square and minus 81x. So this what is our function now. Fine. Now what we need to do next is we need to differentiate this with respect to x, because our variable is x here. So what will be dv by dx is equal to 4 inside. We know the derivative of x raised to 3 is 3x square minus 36x and minus 81. Now again what can be done next is we can take 3 common from all of them. So it is dv by dx is equal to 4 into 3, that is 12. So what will remain here is x square minus 12x and minus 27. Now we have to find the product of two numbers where the product is minus 27 and the addition is minus 12. So it is 9 into 3. Is that correct? 9 and 3. Yes. Are the signs correct everywhere? 18 minus 2x, 18 minus 2x. This is x square, this is plus. So this is plus plus. So this is plus. So it is, we want minus 12. So it is 9 into 3. Both are negative. This will be plus. So product is there. This is what is the product. So we can write this as 12. I'll call this as equation 1. So it is 12 inside x minus 9 and x minus 3. This is what is the derivative. So this is dv by dx. Now what we'll do next is dv by dx equal to 0. What we want for maxima minima, the first derivative must be 0. So if this is equal to 0, one of them must be 0. So this implies x minus 9 into x minus 3 equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 3. Now if you look at x is equal to 9, if this is 9 and 9, there will be no length and breadth to this box. So box will not be formed. So x is equal to 9 is not possible. So x is equal to 3 is the only possibility there. So this implies x is equal to 3 is the critical point, or you may say the stationary point. Now differentiate equation 1 with respect to x again. So what is the double derivative? d2v by dx square. You know double derivative. So 12 as it is, because it's a constant, derivative of x square is 2x and derivative of minus 12 will be minus 12. Fine. So if you want, you can take 2 outside, or even if you keep it as it is, doesn't matter. So d2v upon dx square at x is equal to, where is the point is 3, at x is equal to 3. So what is that? Is 12. If you put x is equal to 3, this is 2 into 3, that is 6 and minus 12. So it becomes minus 6. Minus 12 into 6 is less than 0. So it is negative. And we know this is the condition. The first derivative at x is equal to 3 is 0. First derivative is 0. Double derivative is negative. Means x is equal to 3 is the point of maxima. What is asked to us is find the maximum volume. Now we know the volume is here. So we have to put x is equal to 3 here. So before that, fine, now since there is no place, I'll first explain what is done here. We converted the given one problem into expressions. What is asked in the question is volume. So we have converted the entire question into volume, considering x be the side of the square which is cut off from each corner. Now once you differentiate this, fine, you get the first derivative. Now what is required in maxima minima? We equate the first derivative to 0 and we get the critical points. A point which is not possible, fine, x is equal to 9, you can discard that point. So x is equal to 3 is the only possible point. At that point, find out the double derivative and check the double derivative sign. Since it is coming negative, means x is equal to 3 is the point of maxima. So I'll write the next step here. So what this implies is x is equal to 3 is the point of maxima, fine, because double derivative is less than 0. What is asked is find the maximum volume. So maximum volume that is V, fine, I'll say V. So put x is equal to 3 there. So it is 18 minus 6 and into 18 minus 6 and into 3. So this is 12 into 12 and into 3. You know how to do that. It is 144 into 3. Fine, multiply and you can write centimeter cube because it's volume and it is given in centimeter. Fine, so that is what is the maximum volume after you simplify. 432. So 432 centimeter cube is the maximum volume. This is how these word problems can be solved. Fine. So double derivative must be negative and the first derivative must be 0 at that point, which is happening. So that is why we call this as point of maxima. Fine. So this is how these questions of maxima minima can be solved. This is one question. You'll see in this exercise there are almost 15-16 questions of this type. Fine. So each question is different and it's fun getting all these answers. Let us move into one more question. Fine. The question is divide the number 30 in two parts such that the product is maximum. Fine, their product is maximum. So what the question is, divide the number 30 in two parts. So solution, we'll say let x and 30 minus x be the two parts. Now what is meant by two parts? When you add them, you must get 30 here. So these are the two parts. Now what is asked is, we'll say let fx be the product of these two. Fine. If you want to say P for product, that is also fine. I'll say fx is equal to product of the two parts. That is fx is equal to x into 30 minus x. Now we have to show this is maximum. That is what is said in the question. The product has to be maximum. So just multiply these two. So what is fx is nothing but 30x and minus x square. This is equation 1. Differentiate with respect to x. So this gives you f dash of x is equal to 30 minus 2x. Now what we do in maxima minima, first derivative must be 0. So this is second equation. F dash of x equal to 0. This implies 30 minus 2x equal to 0. So what this implies is x is equal to 15. Fine. So this is what is the critical point. There is only one point. Now differentiate equation 2 with respect to x. So what is f double dash of x is derivative of 30 is 0 and derivative of minus 2x is minus 2. So which is always negative, less than 0. So even if you put x equal to 15, it will be less than 0. So this is the point of maxima. So this implies x is equal to 15 is the point of maxima. Fine. And this further implies the two parts are 15. So if I say one part is 15, the other part is also 15 and 15. You can say 15 into 15, we want the product to be maximum. So 15 into 15, which is 225. If you take any other part of this number, if you say 14 and 16, you'll see it is obviously less than 225. So 15, 15 should be the only answer. If you take any other combination, this will not give you maxima and minima. So this is the answer. This is relatively a short question.